Yeah, I found it really interesting what you were saying, because I hit that same thing of discomfort in conversation with people, and often even avoid, you know, connecting with people for that fear of that feeling. And so I was kind of going to ask you how feeling comfortable sort of looked to you. What you know, it's that classic thing, isn't it, of what the how is. But also when you were speaking, I was seeing how it's as if we're in a lift with somebody and we're both at a certain level, and then suddenly they start going down and we have to sort of choose, am I going to go down with them, or am I going to keep going up where I was going, or is it me that goes down first and they're following me down? But it was so yeah, I suppose it's how do we not go down in the lift with the person who's pressed down, and yeah, stay comfortable and going up. I was just curious how that changed for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I caught all that. I'm gonna just repeat it back to you what I heard you asking, because the internet cut out for a second. But were you essentially, firstly, I love the lift thing, where there's a kind of moment there where it's like you can choose, are you gonna go down with them, or are you gonna come up? It's almost like when you see a child falling over and there's a second there was it's like, are they gonna burst out crying, or are they gonna laugh it off? It's like I kind of saw that as you were speaking. But are you asking like what that looks like for me, what the comfort in conversation just looks like practically, like in, I guess, in inside? So what I think came into mind as you were asking it was the word, I guess, confidence. I think for me, having a self having more, I'm very good at like immediately giving an answer, and I want to think about it for a second. Okay. So I think I think that the truth is it kind of depends on.
Sora,
Yeah.
can I just say something? It's so interesting, because it's like I can feel that your answer is in the silence of me sharing with you, and you poised for an answer, and then me sitting and seeing, wow, I really feel comfortable in this silent space of this connection with each other. And yeah, just like somehow the answer is in the silence of sitting together. I'm not sure if something more will be said, but something felt like it was answered just in in that gap between us being in exactly that situation. Yeah. Mm.
That's powerful. Wow. Wait, so are you saying I'm off the hook with that?
I think I am, if that feels
Okay.
complete.
But yeah, I will say, because as I was an unrelated thing is that it's funny because I tend to like come back with a quick answer as I was saying I was saying confidence, and I thought, I'm going to think about it for a second. But sometimes when I go off and think about it, I sometimes get even more lit up, like even more muddled up sometimes. So that's what was going on in my head. just then when I was just pausing and thinking, things were coming to me, and I was like, it's not that. It's like, because I was thinking it depends on what the conversation is. I'm like, no, it doesn't depend on the conversation. I thought maybe it depends on who it is, and I was like, that's not sitting either. I don't think it depends on who it is. It's like, well, it depends, like, you know, I was about to say depends on what state of mind you're in, and I feel like that might be more kind of that seems a bit more. I think it's there. I think it's somewhere there. It's like it depends on where you are.
I'm going to jump in, Sora. You modelled the whole thing right there. In all of that, you modelled everything that we try to do sometimes. And Alfie, your willingness to sit in the silence and then to see that fresh for yourself. And what I mean by that is, what I really saw, Sora, is that first of all, I love that you were so comfortable to say, do you know what, I really quickly answer, I'm just going to think about it for a minute. Beautiful. Like, so that you know, we can all learn from that. That is so cool. And then, as you just explained to us, that process of you were like, oh, that came, no, that's not it. What else? Oh, that came, no, that's not it. What else? And you stayed with your grounding, seeing that what was coming in, that wasn't the answer, but being comfortable, still maintaining that silence while you stuck there to see if you could come up with even the closest approximation of what an answer might be. Like you say, you're not completely sure. It could be your state of mind, but it's in the ballpark. So you would have gone there. That modeled everything that anybody needs to know about how to share this in like a 5-minute clip or something. It's my favorite thing that's happened. I'm going to say this year, but that's not very long. So I'm going to say in the last 12 months that it's my favorite thing. That was absolutely beautiful. Can everybody else see that?
Mama J, it was in my head, yeah. I was thinking, when she said it the first time, there was a pause. And as you know, awkward, it's all, no, she just said earlier, there's no awkwardness, just become, so let me be comfortable. Then I saw her thinking, I thought, hold on, there's something in this. What is she trying? And as I was thinking, hold on, there's something in this, Alfie just said, yeah, can I? And Alfie just reeled out what was in my head about to unveil. Or I don't even know if it would have unveiled, but that Alfie hit the nail on the head of what I couldn't see.
Yeah.
But I felt it. I felt the uncomfortability, but no, it's time to just be comfortable. And then when you say what you say, it's like Alfie's asked the question, how can you be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation? So for me, I think it's an uncomfortable situation. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not uncomfortable anymore. It's not comfortable for me. And when I'm looking at Sora didn't look stressed. She didn't look, oh, I've got to come. She just, yeah, that was beautiful. That was a beautiful moment. And that was beautiful. For me, that was beautiful.
Yeah.